I'm Maddie, a registered nurse and the Clinical Commission Editor at clinicalskills.net. If you're involved in the clinical skills training for NHS trusts, care homes, colleges or universities delivering healthcare education, you're in the right place. At clinicalskills.net, we've been supporting healthcare education since 2004, and we can support you by providing evidence-based and peer-reviewed illustrated content assessments and monitoring of your users' activity and an easy, friction-free way to track CPD. Today, we work with more than 200 organisations across the UK and Ireland, including NHS trusts, universities, hospices, further education colleges and care homes, giving them access to the UK's most up-to-date and user-friendly guidance to support the teaching of essential clinical skills. Every day, thousands of learners rely on our platform with over 500 evidence-based, step-by-step illustrated guides to learn, refresh and demonstrate vital clinical skills safely and confidently. At clinicalskills.net, we know that for healthcare professionals, keeping training consistent and compliant has never been harder. Across the NHS, staff shortages, high turnover and funding pressures means teams are stretched to the limit. And when there aren't enough people, training, mentoring and assessments are often the first things to suffer. Simultaneously, there are pressures on healthcare professionals coming from all directions. Nurses and carers are needed to learn advanced clinical skills faster than ever before in order to support patients with more complex needs. As experienced staff retire or leave, the knowledge of the workforce is becoming diluted. The need for effective, structured training for those remaining in post has never been greater, while at the same time becoming even harder to come by. And in some organisations, small teams are trying to manage it all, delivering the training, checking staff competencies, and juggling multiple systems and paperwork to keep everything up to date. There are issues with the system too. Training standards vary between regions, training resources and results are dotted around multiple platforms, and out-of-date e-learning often fails to reflect the realities of modern healthcare. Assessments and competency sign-off are inconsistent or delayed, and there's rarely a clear view of who's been trained, when, and to what standard. As a result, people are often keen to access the training and clinical skills that they need, but often unable to. According to the 2024 NHS Staff Survey, only 60% of staff say they can access the right learning and development when needed, and just 34% believe there are enough staff in their organisation to do their job properly. That's the reality we're working in, and that's exactly why we built clinicalskills.net. Clinicalskills.net goes beyond traditional e-learning. It's a complete training and competency management system designed specifically for healthcare, which gives you access to over 500 evidence-based, peer-reviewed, step-by-step illustrated guides, written and regularly updated by clinicians and academics, tools to assess and record competencies, standard and bespoke assessments and checklists, and the ability to track progress across teams and cohorts. And thirdly, built-in CPD and revalidation support to help users track and demonstrate their ongoing professional development and maintain compliance with regulatory requirements. The clinicalskills.net platform is flexible. You can tailor it to meet the learning needs of your organisation. It provides support for both online and blended learning with automatic reporting to help you demonstrate compliance. With seamless access from any device, your staff and students can learn, reflect and develop at their own pace. For NHS trusts and care homes, this means ensuring consistent, auditable training aligned to CQC Regulation 18 on staffing and competence, as well as the relevant NHS England frameworks and Skill for Care frameworks. And for colleges and universities, clinicalskills.net provides ready-made resources aligned with the curriculum, which bring clinical education to life. It's also great value for money and highly cost-effective, saving time for teachers and training, reducing duplication across departments, and helping education needs and managers streamline processes while enabling learners to focus on delivering safe, high-quality patient care. Clinicalskills.net gives you the tools, structure, and confidence to deliver training that's consistent, compliant, and clinically sound, wherever your learners are and whatever their role. To find out how we can support your organisation, fill in the form below, and we'll set you up with a free trial, so you can see for yourself why clinicalskills.net is the preferred learning portal for over 200 NHS trusts, universities, colleges, and care homes. There's no purchase necessary and no obligation to sign up after your free trial. Just an opportunity to understand whether clinicalskills.net can help you achieve better results within your team and ultimately improve patient care and outcomes. Take a free trial today and let's give your team access to the clinical skills training they need.